Okay. Right, I think I've got the buttons ready now. So change some stuff. Right. Mini quit, that's fine. Right. Right. Actually, okay. People have it's like Rich Dog. Okay. Let's get the plan. Let's get the. I don't know where did he post it? Oh, he posted it on the law. Okay, great. Okay. Okay. As soon as he's ready.
Is there a specific lore Reddit?
For what? For this game or?
Yeah.
It's all just posted on the Game Studio Live Reddit in one of the posts.
It's all in the new game plan.
Yeah, it's the sticky post. It's like the top. Yeah, the top reply to the top one.
Oh, it does say the lore in bold.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Create. Okay. Type. God, I think yeah, we need to rework the button system most certainly. In fact, let me just quickly see something. I think there's a better way to do this actually. Okay, this is the way we're going to do buttons actually, and this is going to be pretty. Yeah, this is going to be much better and a lot cooler, I think. Okay. So, right. Wow. Monster Cat just went full rave. Okay, right. Okay, so, balls, amazing. Right, okay, create. And basically, so what's going to happen is, it's going to look something like this. So we don't want this anymore. We literally want it to, just show like this. Right, okay, so, basically, the parameters are you're going to put in the position of the thing, and then probably the length. Yeah, the length. Yeah, you then need the. Wow. Yeah, you need the length for the width, and then the length for the height. All right, and then. Yeah, and then basically it will return true if you're clicking within it, and that way you can, cool. German gamer, you can talk. I'm telling you. You can talk.
Is also the line?
Wait, am I? Yeah, you can talk, German gamer. I'm telling you, you can. Right. Okay. What next? Okay, so we actually need to do it now. Okay. So basically you just put this, you would put this method into a if statement and see if it returns true, and that'd be the way it goes. Is Osred here? Oh, right, okay. Right, don't worry, Osred, don't worry. Just tell us when you're ready and you'll be good to go. Right. Literally remove all this. And then, yeah, we get the engine, that's fine, that's good to go. Yeah, and we just literally, we put this into height. And here. And basically we return true. And then if not, easy. Right, so that's basically what I do. So for example, if we say, alright, here's a good one. If we do in player, where is it? Oh my god. Yeah, I'll clear this up before I put it on the GitHub. So in movement input, right? For example, we'll just put this here. So we go if, include some buttons. Right. So include buttons, right? So if, oh, wow, okay. Did I change this? Wait. Right, okay. Now we can do it. Right. If buttons, there we go. Dot create. Okay, so we say so actually let's think about it. So if we actually we'll just take the position of the player. Okay. The length of the player, which is 64 if I'm correct. And then the height of the player, which is it's about 180, I thought, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so if it does that, we will, let's say, we'll just, yeah. That's, wow, echo, brilliant, PHP all the way. Okay, right, STD, wow, what am I doing? I had a really weird moment there. Okay, okay, Osred, don't I? Osred, is it because you got pushed to talk? That could be it.
We can hear him, he can't hear us.
I can't hear. Oh, right. Wait, don't you mean the other way around? Because I can't hear him.
User disconnected from your channel.
You remember he said he was doing test 1, test
Oh, right, yeah, yeah. Oh, right, okay. Right, coot, okay, and, player clicked himself. Actually, you know what? We'll just be a bit funny here. We'll just do stop playing with yourself. That'd be much better, right. Right, let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. Right, okay, let's see if this works. I think it should do. So, okay, so you can see when I just click normally, it says player clicked, right? But obviously I can hold it on and then, yeah, okay, so we can fix that, that's fine. Right, so yeah, it does work. So our button thing actually does work, and then we can do some cool stuff like that. So that's something I really wanted to add before we end, so that's good. Dante, I'm writing in C++. Okay, so yeah, we got that working. Good. Okay, so which means that why am I not doing the level? Okay, for now. Okay, let's include the right stuff. What we got? We got graphics, yeah, graphics, and that should be fine actually. Right. Well, I'll have a look. Okay. Yorkshire in the UK. Nice. Okay. Ollie, will there be an epic speech day? There will be if we reach 100, 200 followers. It's 1,200 followers, and we are how many away? We're 7 away, so I think it might be possible before we end. So we need to, yeah, we're going to have the Kappa spam and the great speech at that one as well. Yeah, great speech with the epic music and our Kappa spam at 1,200 followers. 7 away. Okay, so I'm promised. This sounds promising. No, who's this? Wait.
Potato.
Oh, potato. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let's do graphics. Yeah, draw. Let's try this out. Okay. So it'll be. Anyone remember? It was 180, wasn't it? I don't know. It's a guess. Anyway, we got 180. Then we got 0. And then what do we have? Then we have then we have again graphics, yeah, dot sprites, and then what was it? 3, 2, something like that. 2, no, 1. No, what? I haven't even added it yet. Let's try it. Got player, so wasn't it levels? Yeah, I think. Ugh, I'm always in the wrong folder when I need it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, let's rename that though to a capital letter. There we go. Okay. Right, playerbase.png. Great. Okay. So that would be 2. Okay, let's try that. Right, and then graphics.screen. And then we've got 0 because we don't want any rotation to it. Right. There we go. Okay, so that should be fine. So the only thing we need to do now is in game render or display, sorry. We need to do it. So let's think like this. So probably here. Include, what am I doing? Levels, yeah? Levels, yeah, level. Why don't I do levels? I can never remember to do stuff properly anymore. Right, level dot render, and that's what we need. Okay, good. Right. Yeah, we can fix that later. Okay, right. This should work, hopefully. Okay, well, apart from I moved it over to the right, I think it's... I don't remember how wide it is. I don't remember. It's 190. That was why.
User disconnected from your channel.
It was 190 instead of 180. Right. There we go. We're still waiting on law. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you get like a general gist. I don't like literally. This is like everything you see here. Like this was from an old thing, so it's ported, so it wouldn't look right anyway. But yeah, I think you get the idea that it's kind of what we want-ish, maybe. I don't know. It helps us get an idea if it's what we want. Yeah, Osred is working stuff out. He was working before he changed something, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we'll work it out. Okay.
This game is bad. I don't see the cheese.
We'll get back to the cheese. At some point the cheese will come back. Okay. Oh, I know why. Go options and make sure your playback is right to your playback device. Needs to be set to, don't use default, choose what you want to use. It could be set to your microphone maybe. It depends. Try that. Is that the right? If that's the right size, that'll be good. All right, let's use this then. It's a JPEG. We've been through this before. Every time.
What's the problem with JPEG?
We always have to use in PNGs. That's what we do.
Because you don't want to save space?
No, just go with it. It's fine. Okay. What the hell? It's fine. I need to. Yeah. Okay. Please. It's also way too small. It's way too small. Will we add support for Oculus Rift? Why not? Okay, she should be higher level drop. Well, yeah.
Support for Oculus Rift for this game.
How am I gonna do this? Let me think. How big is it compared? Yeah, PNG over JPEG at all times. Thank you. Right. Oh, I did not just do that, did I? Okay, right. Oh god, okay, I see what you've done.
What you're trying to do?
No, I'm just trying to put it in the right size so it'll fit in. But it's yeah, it's fine. I got it. Right. Because it needs to fit within here. Let's fit in 1,900. Oh, 1,090, sorry. That's close. I'm willing to give this a shot, this one. Over my player base. Let's try it. I don't think it'll fit, but it's worth a try. Oh, it does fit. Okay, wonderful. Okay, that's good. Okay. Fine, good enough. Right, okay, fine. Yeah, 2D side scroller, Oculus Rift. Right.
Graphics are amazing.
So summary for the last 4 hours, he changed the background.
I changed it. No, I've done more than 4 hours. We started the game like 4 hours ago. Like, I've done the basics of the game engine. We got graphics working. We got input. We got clicking input. I mean, what more do you want on the first 4 hours of development?
A programmer at your level should have finished by now.
My level. It sounds like you make me sound like I'm a good programmer. Right. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to be stopping. I'll stop in half an hour, okay, guys? Oh my god. So we need to get 6 more now. Ryan, thank you much for on the channel. Welcome to the studio. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Welcome. You're now officially a member. Thank you. What were you going to say, General?
But also,
Awesome. Yeah. See, my streams are more entertainment than actually making a game in a professional way, I would say.
you keep for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If I was making websites, I'd be rushing through this, but I'm not. I'm making a game, which is a little bit difficult. Right. Great. Okay, great. This guy moves like the slowest thing I've ever seen. Okay, don't stop. I gotta stop. Like I said, I gotta stick to these type of timings, or it'll go completely off the wall. Like I said, I gotta do.
Speaking off the wall, while I get a notification that you started streaming, I also had to finish an article about all the games in 2015, and I haven't started yet.
All right.
I was sleeping.
It's nice when people come when they see I'm streaming. It's cool. And what am I? Where? If I'm nearly 1,200. I nearly got 50 followers today. That's pretty cool.
Fruitless, you were sleeping, and a notification wakes
Harris.
you up.
Yeah, and I didn't even eat breakfast. I just
I
came to
haven't-
watch the stream.
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. What time is it here?
Breakfast?
It's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't eaten breakfast. I literally made a cup of.
It's 9 a.m. here.
Where?
That's fine. You had breakfast at 9 a.m. I got up at 9, and then I made myself a cup of tea. Kind of was like, okay, I'm streaming. I got
So
ready.
British of you.
What?
You should have had
Cup of
lunch
tea.
as well.
I should have had my crumpets. Oh, I should have had my crumpets. Damn it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Actually, I do have a crumpet. I'm gonna have a crumpet after this, I think.
It's 5:43 p.m.
Just wait. Yeah, because yeah. Cool. So is this futuristic SAO thing just Oculus Rift support? No. No. Wait, what do you... No, unless you think it's futuristic because it's Oculus Rift support. No, it's,
Maybe
It's-
you should add an in-game feature of Oculus Rift to the character.
Oh yeah, maybe the character
Maybe
should be wearing an
it will
Oculus
be a
Rift, yeah.
mind-blowing part that he
For
finds
nerds, yeah.
out he playing in Oculus Rift the whole time.
Hmm. That's, well...
Seem like SAO that much anymore.
I think the plan isn't to copy SAO, to be honest, because there's another game doing that, and also we wanted to have something original, you know. But having the ideas that SAO like promote in their anime is quite good, like the whole in the world kind of thing, in-game world and that kind of stuff. That's what we're following mostly. Yeah.
It seems more like Eureka 7.
Is that the one that someone linked earlier? Because I
What's
haven't.
Eureka?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I don't know. I think
It's got mechs and stuff in it, and it's futuristic. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad anime, but it still has all the ideas that
Yeah.
they're trying to put into anime.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could say. There's something like this, something like that. So, but I think the mix we've got is quite good. I think.
I couldn't see what anime because Netflix is the douche and doesn't operate everywhere.
That's why I have to go find illegal copies of the anime.
You could use a VPN.
If I use a VPN, Steam doesn't work very well with it.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you can just turn your VPN on whenever you're trying to watch Netflix, something like that. Yeah. We'll have to see. Anyway, okay, what are we working with now? Okay, so we got the buttons working. I'll tell you what, let's see if I can get... Do I want to work on this now? I'll tell you what, yeah, let's go for it. Right. We're going to work on items for now, I think. Yeah, this will be the last thing we work on today, guys. Obviously, we'll have the lore time with Osred, and then, yeah, we'll go back to whatever. Okay. Okay. We're getting closer. Zavzen, thank you very much for the channel. Welcome to the studio. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate your follow. You're now officially a member of the stream and of the studio. Thank you. Okay, wow. Red Rose Animates, thank you very much for the channel. Welcome to the studio. You're now officially a member. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. We're so close to that 1,200 dream. And the party of Kappa Spam is coming. Don't worry. Right. Yeah, so we got items. Let's see if we can work this out without completely making the most messy code in the world. Which is usually the aim of the stream. Okay. Items, right, let's go. So, items are basically going to work in connection with levels, basically. One second. So, yeah. So basically, the class is for adding items into the game from we'll probably like our sprite sheet, how we load stuff like that. We're gonna have something a bit like that for items. Okay, so you know, that's the first time not anyone has said how, like, after someone's gone how development's going, it's such as someone has, oh, pretty good. Like, that's the first time someone said that. They're like, oh, he hasn't. Usually it's like, oh, he hasn't done much. It's the first time someone said it. Right. Did I do items? Yeah, item. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, good. Good to go. Right. So we need void render item, I think, yeah. Here we go. I believe.
It's Martin.
Oh, it's only Martin. That's disappointing. Hi, Martin. She's angry now. She doesn't want to speak. Alright, okay. When's the next stream? Wow, scorer's telling it like
Hello?
this. Hello?
Hello.
Ah, you're back. Excellent.
I'm
Why
back.
do I... You know your volume boost on my TeamSpeak is 9 decibels. That's ridiculous. Anyway, right. That should be better. I think it's because you used to be really quiet and now you don't. Did you get like a new mic?
No?
No. I don't know what it was. You used to be really quiet. Anyway.
You can buy a mic in like $3 in eBay.
Yeah, but they're like the worst mics in the world.
No, I'm using one right now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty good then. Right, so show item. What else we got?
How is my bot holding up?
Bot's doing pretty well.
What's he done to piss you off?
He changed the background.
Nothing too bad at the moment. Osred's here, I believe. I believe this time. Oh, I can hear you.
We are in business.
Oh, good. And your volumes are good as well. So keep it. Don't change anything, or you'll break it probably. So don't.
So many
10-4.
kappas.
So many kappas. We're nearly at the dream, aren't we? We're nearly at the dream. So I'll tell you what. Before we need 3 more followers, and then we reach 1,200.
Whoa, Osred, you have a bass tone in your voice. It's perfect for story time.
Right. So do you want to go through the lore then, while I work on these item stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Good. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's make you priority speaker for now. No one else talk. Right. Priority speaker. Right.
Okay.
Did that work? Hopefully. Right. Anyway. Let's go.
All right, cool. Thank you for having me, guys. This is a really cool project. Yeah, thanks. So, okay, the general thing, like we were saying, is futuristic, and there's an overlord. Need a good name for the antagonist. The little Reddit post there, I just put ARM as a, AI master race. So it's set after a big war. Like, in my mind, I see, like, the AIs they slowly put together an army and they take over the humans without them even knowing. Thanks to things like Amazon, they can ship parts to facilities and people put stuff together without really a human contact to put it on. So slowly they go in and they conquer the humans without them even realizing. They big mechs and all these things and capture everybody, kill, do whatever they gotta do. So the player starts off the game and you are a captive and you've been sold into slavery and given to this organization who's an entertainment place. And just like any entertainment, think of a big football league or a baseball league or a big studio. They put on lots of shows. Netflix, maybe, for example, they're coming out with a bunch of different shows and setting up different things. So the story is that the player is going to be a part of one of these casts, and you're a prisoner, but they know that, they need to keep you happy and make you think that, you have freedom, and yeah, you have your cell and it's my space, and you're safe in there, and so forth. There's 2 doors there, and you're expected to go outside and entertain the audience. So the one door is out to pre-designed levels where we would give the players very specific goals. Go and slay the dragon, find the loot, etc., etc. They go through that, and the audience knows what to expect. And the other door is more of the random generated stuff, because that's just really cool, and I think it'd be fun to have in the game. So that's more of a random board with random enemies all scaling towards the player's current level.
User disconnected from your channel.
Where are we? Okay. Yeah, so that's where the volunteering aspect is if you go into the one side, and the non-volunteering and the more roguey type is the other side. Yeah, so as you level up, you become more and more aware of, like, you're always aware that you're just a slave in their game, and that everything they give you is because they wanted you to have it, and they put tests out, or they give you rewards and so forth. But you're just a pawn, and if you keep going through the things, they're happy to reward you. Your cell gets a little bit bigger with the more fans you have, like the viewers are your fans, and that goes to Ali's idea about the secret supporters. And they can come in and change your game or throw loot to you that keep you happy. They want to see you succeed, and maybe you can even have detractors. So the more you succeed, success always breeds haters, so they come in and they overlords that throw in random challenges at you and so forth. But anyway, getting toward to the end game stuff would be an idea about escape, and as you're leveling up and going through these spots, and you're building mechs and robots to dig ground for you or fly up into the air and do bigger searches or so forth, you start to uncover other aspects. So sort of like the Matrix did, where, hey, take the red pill, come in here, check this out, kind of stuff, and you slowly get introduced to this other side, and that's where you can come together and try to escape. It would probably be more like an escape from your cell as the how you would actually end the game, and then what to do after that, I have no idea. There's so many good ideas flowing out there. I think that's where I'm at.
Cool, sounds good. It sounds good. So let's see, questions. Put you on the spot a bit. Okay. So just a bit. So when they entered this realm, this game, this show, whatever, did they know fullingly that there was no way out, or?
Yeah, absolutely. They're people that had seen the war coming over and just saw the computers, and they're building these mechs and just knocking down cities, and they're in a way, they're lucky to be alive. They know that if I wasn't in this cell, I'd be dead.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so the cell's kind of like your hidden spot, your safe place, that kind of thing. Although, as we know, that your base gets raided, your cell, is always under a lot of inspections, that kind of stuff. So it's like a fake sense of security. I think that's a way to say it. But yeah, it's the last place you can go if you're lost. That's good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this so you've got the antagonist, you know, the overlord. What was how did he get into power, like, fully? Did he like, yeah, what's the backstory behind him a bit more?
So yeah, so there's the humans are all taken into captive, and then there's kind of like a big evil. We'll just call him. Sorry, I'm searching for the right words here.
No, sure, no, believe me, I do that all the time on my stream. So yeah, usually I just give the wrong words and be like, that's fine, deal with it.
So anyway, okay, so the Overlord though is ARM. It's the television network, and
Okay.
so they're like, you rely on them because they're the only way you can get food.
Okay. Yeah, so they basically became to power because well, obviously they're the place people rely on, that kind of stuff, and that's how they got the trust, I suppose, in people, that kind of thing. That's cool. Okay, I get it now. Okay, so I like this game. Yes, it's not game show, but you know, like television network type thing. I think it's good. Yeah. Yeah. You can say anything or?
Oh no, I was gonna say the movie The Truman Show. There is just kind of how I envision it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
I
this
see it.
creepy thing, and it would be fun for gameplay. That if you lose or you make some great deed, they make it you become a celebrity for this cool thing, and they show a little replay to the audience, and you gain popularity. Or when you fail, oh, they shame you and loot your cell. And
Yeah, no, I like the idea that possibly when you complete a quest or something like that, like it might give some stats or something like that, but it will show it like it's being given on TV and that kind of stuff. There might even be like a TV in your cell, maybe, showing it. So
oh yeah,
you might be able to like that's the way we do it. So we base like the menus and that kind of stuff, the graphical wise, and you know, place these little bits around the cell and the world. And it might show you depending how it's going, and it might show like if you've done like really well, and you're doing the quest, that kind of stuff. You have like opinion polls or ratings, and it will say like if you're doing well or badly and what people are saying about you. So that could be good way to show like statistics and that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I like
absolutely.
I like the lore, really good. So the Truman Show, any other inspiration type of areas from there? Or-
From that. And
Oh, well,
sorry,
not from not from
sorry.
Truman Show, but in general. Sorry, my bad.
I don't know. I think at this it'd be fun to just kick around the idea of the world design a little, because I keep thinking that's gonna be a big programming spot, and a lot of other things can come from it. Like we can really get the art moving and things like that.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. We need to decide how we're doing that, the levels and that kind of stuff. So we've been speaking about Darkest Dungeon. Have you seen gameplay from that game or other things like that, or not?
Yeah, I've been watching other streamers play. I haven't played it
No,
myself.
no,
But
same. Yeah,
really
exactly same for
entertaining.
me. Yeah. So do you think something like that, gameplay wise, would work in some form, or would you like it kind of? Would you imagine it to be free flow, you know, live action type thing?
Well, I'm really intrigued by the whole SOA integration.
Yeah.
Um, and like the idea of like if you made your general movement and your exploration and venturing much more of a 2D, like the way you're going with it on screen here, the board itself to be very large, like very large, but at least like very tiered. So like the further you got away from your cell, the harder it is. And then the more, I don't know, I want to say rogue-like, but I could be using the wrong terms there. Um,
No, I think roguelike's the way to describe it. Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
at any point, you can just run back or try to run back to your cell and save, you know. But if you die with your way out there, you're gonna lose everything you had and so forth.
Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, 'cause I think the black market thing, yeah, especially with like the economy type of aspect to it, I think it's quite cool that you've got this entity, wherever it may be, going against the system, against this broadcasting company or whatever. the network, and they're trying to help you. But you know, if the network finds anything that you shouldn't have, you know, you're gonna get punished for it. So I like this idea. It's good. It's cool. No, I like it. Does anyone else in the TeamSpeak want to ask any questions or talk about what they think should happen? Any other lore? Yeah, what's Narx been talking about? Let's have a look. It's gonna. I need to refresh. Okay. Okay, Narx. So.
How it's speaking. The matches you're talking about, the entertainment. It will be like a gladiator thing.
Oh, you mean like the not PvP type thing, but you mean like.
No, not PvP, but the battles or the quest. Or
Oh, okay,
whatever.
sure. Yeah, Osred, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just realized my push to talk was my navigation button. So
Oh, right. All right.
But yeah, actually, no, that's pretty spot on. Yeah, to bring it out like that.
It sounds like the the movie Gamer.
Gamer.
You heard of that movie?
No, I'm out of it. No.
It's a movie about a world which gamers need. They need excitement, and a normal video game doesn't give that anymore. So the death matches and all those shooters are actually people controlling people.
Oh, okay.
And the movie spins about a person that needs to be controlled, but he isn't.
Interesting. I see it. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Nice, yeah. Any other points? Any other points from anyone? Fruitless Gaming, do you have anything to say, or?
I don't really see what it's gonna be like from like a gameplay perspective. Like, how are they gonna do fights or anything? I don't
Yeah, sure. I think that's a good question. Like, we need to, yeah.
Another big question may be how the rebellion system works. How you start rebelling. How do you rebel?
I think it's just you gotta gain followers and that kind of stuff, and then you kind of, and then it's kind of like a button press kind of thing, I suppose, where you're like, right, this is I think I've got enough robots, I've got enough mechs, that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna rebel. And I suppose about the
Followers or fans? There is a difference.
maybe, yeah, I suppose it's people within the game, because fans would be people outside of this game world, let's say, who are watching this show. So probably like other people who are playing the game per se. Maybe that's who you need to try and, you know, you might need to complete some quests for them or something like that, or you have like ratings and that kind of stuff from inside the game of who likes you and that kind of stuff. So you could have something like that. But about the battle system, I think turn-based is something that we could work on. I think it's probably one of the easiest things to implement, a lot easier than kind of live action type stuff, because there's a lot of collision stuff you've got to work on if you're doing live action. So, I mean, we'll probably have a couple of, I really don't like tempos. Yeah, it really depends how we do it. I mean, we can have yeah.
There's many types of turn-based. There is Civilization.
Yeah.
There is Darkest Dungeon, or I'm saying only about the latest game in the series of XCOM. Not the latest, the XCOM Unknown. It's a horrible turn-based game. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, yeah, something like that we want to avoid. I think Darkest Dungeons where we're kind of looking at the moment. But again, like, I think we should. This is definitely the type of thing for a straw poll type thing. But yeah, so stuff like there'll be definitely straw polls on the subreddit throughout, especially this coming week. So always, follow the subreddit if you haven't been there. And both
how autistic are we going to be? I mean, in sense of you were making a story about hard life and we playing an entertainer actually. I mean, how deep will we go into this world? I mean, prizes and how deep the interaction between us and the fans will be.
Yeah, that's important. I think that's a good point to ask. Ozra, like, is there any interaction with fans that you can do?
Yeah, I'm starting to think about it as like if the whole thing is to rebel, and you're going to probably need some help from the outside, obviously, maybe as you reach certain levels of popularity, you get access to an internet connection, or you're doing a really good job. So here's a computer, and the same way as that we lost to the PC Master Race is the same way we can take them back by giving us too much. So then we get ourselves a Twitter account, and all of a sudden we start to contact different people, or we gain popularity there. Can maybe cause a revolt or something like that.
I think a good spin-off may be to make the player really feel connected to the story. Maybe we start the game as an entertainer, but who doesn't know that he's oppressed. He needs to realize it. He lives lives of enjoyment until suddenly he realizes what the world have become. It's like there is a movie about people using AI robots for their everyday life. And it actually fits the story, and suddenly they realize they're not the one controlling the robots. Robots.
Yeah, I think that's, it depends how we want to portray the story in the game. I think definitely we can easily do that, with the quest system. There might be system announcements per se. That's how you can give like the story, and obviously we got like this news aspect I was mentioning earlier, like showing TVs and that kind of stuff. So feedback to the player is probably quite important, especially about developing the story. So yeah, that's
the
quite.
way I pictured it right now, it's the player starts the game. He doesn't know what the game is about, of course, and he'd start playing and he wins fights and he gets glorious prizes and praises everywhere. And suddenly we drop the bomb on him in what world he really lives in.
Yeah.
Or maybe make it a more subtle thing, like the person who's supporting them and throughout their campaigns sends them a tweet and said, "Hey, did you like those gloves?" And like the person thought that he was doing the gloves in hiding, or he found them and nobody could see, or that there's spots where the cameras can't see,
that's
or you
cool.
can.
I like that. Actually, that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think I like the kind of Twitter-ish idea. That's good, actually. Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
So
The
it
Twitch
is
part
like a
is kind of
streaming
weak.
show.
Maybe it needs to be an installed headphone inside their head by the robot, something like that. Twitch sounds kind of weak.
Mm.
Because if he's in Twitch, I don't know, it's just weird to me.
We have to see. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of stuff to play with, and obviously nothing's like certain at this point. Like I said, I suppose there's definitely a lot of programmers in the chat, but you guys will be able to start working on the stuff with the game and doing different bits. It's probably best to communicate on the Reddit which bits you're working on, and we'll get through that. Oh, that's good. So, yeah. Probably a couple of final questions. It's going to be ending in about 10 minutes. So, yeah, anything else anyone wants to talk about? That kind of stuff?
Could I throw one?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Regarding the immersion. So, I don't know. For some reason, I think it would be neat if the general gameplay as you're moving through the board is kind of Terraria-esque, right? Or it's you and your little minion, your bot that you're taking out with you, and you're going through and finding stuff. But when you hit encounters or weird traps, so forth, then it would change the art style into more of the Darkest Dungeon style, and then things can really come to light. So that the more fine-grained details that you put into, well, I want the bot with the cool wheels, or I want the flying bot, and I want the one with lasers, or I want the one with the flamethrower, or whatever be the case. Those details can really be, come to shine, sort of say, in those battles. And then, battle's over, go back to the board, moving around, etc., etc. I think it's the only way to add an anime thing and a general usability to the game, so you can adventure and seek and find stuff, but yet add that anime that everybody's talking about.
Sure. Yeah, I think a mix of both. You have like the world graphics, and then you have the battle graphics. I think that's the way, or up close graphics. I think that's good. Yeah. So a mix of both pixel and hand drawn, which means people get to do a lot of different stuff, which I think is cool. So everyone with tablets is going to enjoy like the hand drawn stuff, and obviously not everyone has a tablet and they might prefer pixel stuff. So that's good. It gets everyone involved. Yeah, I like the mix.
It sounds more and more like a Greenlight Steam game, but one that will succeed and not suck.
But yeah, I think the idea of the whole game, the lore is really good to work with. Generally, yeah, I think that works. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So yeah, I think just back to how we're talking about turn-based type thing. I think turn-based we can use quite loosely in the battle. I think a really quick turn type thing, so you're timed. You've got to react to certain things. I think that's what we're looking for. We don't want to do it so, you've got, you can spend 10 minutes deciding whether you want to use a certain attack or whether you want your robot to or mech to use something. I think that's not what we want. We want something that's quick. You've got to make fast decisions in battle. And I think that would make it more of a challenge as well. So I think that's what we should be aimed for.
An interesting, have you, there is a turn-based in, I don't know the word, I will send you the sign.
Okay. Kind of turn-based with a timer, yeah. I thought it was the same.
Turn-based with that sign I'm saying it, Dungeon of the Endless, it's kind of a new...
Oh, yes, yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Which the turns are only when you open the doors. That's the interesting part.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, I see. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. So sort of like second level, so yeah. So, but it's the same thing with you. You can still react quickly, but it's not like you can just like move around the whole time and start like swiping your your sword or shooting your gun at whatever. It means that you're still whatever you've got an action bar per se, but you need to quick react to that kind of stuff. That's what we need to look at, I think. That kind of thing. But yeah, I think turn-based with a timer is kind of the easiest way to put it. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to put it, I'd say. Yeah.
I don't think he'll be able to like block or avoid all attacks, but just kind of big ones that are special and more unique than the other ones.
Sure, yeah, like I mean there's no problem with having a button which is attempt to dodge, because if you don't press it, you're not even going to attempt to dodge, but when you press it, there's still a dice roll, and then, a dice roll in comparison to what the attack is. If it's an attack that you're really unlikely to miss, then you're gonna need to roll, a bigger number than usual, with the random generated numbers, I think.
Already he's writing in the chat, or a risk reward system. The longer you take to decide, the more you're risking a failed attack.
I think that's good, yeah, because the more the other mob or monster, whatever it is, has time to prepare for your attacks. I think that's good. Yeah, when you.
I think it could also go off of your skills that you have and equipment that you have on you.
Yeah. So, obviously, so, if you're like more of a sharpshooter kind of player, you're gonna be you're more likely to hit that kind of stuff. But you're gonna have to. But the timing, the likelihood to to miss and that kind of stuff could be greater because you're taking more time to reload your your gun or whatever. So it really depends. Yeah, we can definitely look at different stats for weapons and that kind of stuff. But yeah. But I mean, I'm really interested to see what people will come up with programming wise by whenever the next stream is. I think it might be Tuesday. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think that's what we're aiming for. So yeah. Right. Final words from anyone before we. Cheese. Okay, good. Right. Cheese. Okay. Cheese. Thank you guys. Well, Osred, don't worry. You don't have to understand the inside joke. You're fine. You might get it eventually. It's fine. It's an old thing.
Hey, you guys all sound fairly young. I definitely recommend you check out Who Moved My Cheese. It's a good thing if you're young in your career.
I'm not sure if it's joke or an insult or both.
What? No, it's a story. It's one I heard a long time ago at the beginning of my career. And oh, okay, yeah, no, I just think it's something everybody should kind of at least hear, be familiarized with. But anyway, hey, thank you so much for having me on, and this should be really fun.
Well, no, thank you very much for your idea. Yeah, well, we'll get through it. I'm gonna stream as much as I can around different things, but yeah, we'll definitely get around it. Definitely, weekend streams are most a certain thing. To be honest, mostly I think. So yeah, we'll just get around it. But thank you guys for being here, and thank you for all your ideas and stuff like that. I think it's really great. Remember, this isn't my game. This is our game together, which is why, if you're new, which is why you probably understand why I say welcome to the studio, because you yourself are now becoming part of the stream, part of the design process, creating the game, art, programming, that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you for guys for being here. Thank you for help grow the channel and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the stream. I'm just going to mute my TeamSpeak. I'll be back on in a sec after I've ended the stream if you want to say anything else. Okay, so thank you guys for being here in the TeamSpeak. So I'll do that now. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. Like I said, later on we will be, I'm going to be hosting Lyric, and we're going to be watching the Survivor games. Lyric is sub-only chat, so if you're not a sub, we can discuss the all things Survivor games later on today, and that's at 9 PM GMT, which is 5 PM EST, and another time PST or whenever. So yeah, you'll be able to work it out. But yeah, we'll be here in the chat and hosting it here if you want to talk, if you're going to watch that and talk about that. So yeah, we'll be there. So thank you guys for being here. Hope to see you next stream. Remember to follow the channel if you're not already. Look at the Reddit to get any information about the game. And yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I might see you later on in the chat. If not, see you next time. Bye, guys.
You're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is